Hello, everybody. Welcome to Giving Tuesday 2022. My name is Colin Farrow. Some of you know me as Wingman. And we're excited to be here today to be able to come together as an Epic Experience staff and share why we love working for Epic Experience, why this work matters to us so much. So today I am joined by our founder and executive director, Mama Lou. Hello, Mama Lou.
Hello.
We also have Fuzzy. Hey, Fuzzy.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. And lastly, but not least, we have good old Burpee out there in California. Hello, Chris.
Why, hello, everybody.
So we wanted to come together today just as the operation team of Epic Experience. We have a great amount of supporters from volunteers, board of directors that help us go where we are going. But, the day-to-day, those of you that interact with us, this is the team that is able to provide, all of our experiences, our 5 programs, et cetera, and support the adult cancer community where they are. And so with that being said, we're going to go around now and just kind of introduce ourselves, share a little bit more about who we are, and then we'll talk a little bit more about why we love our work so much. So with that being said, Mama Lou, please go ahead and introduce yourself. What is your role with Epic Experience as well?
My role is I founded Epic Experience 10 years ago. And after my oldest son, Colin's older brother, was diagnosed with testicular cancer. And my role here is in 10 years, it's been everything. But I am the executive director of Epic Experience.
Great. Fuzzy, please introduce yourself and share your role.
Yes, thank you. Again, Fuzzy, I'm in charge of business development, Alms for the Poor fundraising. And again, I've been with Epic Experience now for a year and a half, 2 years about. But again, intimately involved as Mama Lou's husband. So volunteering since the beginning of Epic Experience.
Last but not least, Chris, introduce yourself. Where are you coming from?
All right. I am Chris Burpee Chin. I'm coming from Los Angeles. My connection to cancer was that my father was a thymic carcinoma cancer survivor for 5.5 years before he passed a year and a half ago, but he introduced me to Epic. I am on staff as systems and communications. And so obviously I'm remote for most of the time, handling social media, a lot of the back end registrations and programs and doing some marketing. And then I also have my hat in the ring as the fitness trainer doing the low impact virtual exercises. And you can tell by my background and my name Burpee that's my role.
Awesome. And for those who know, my name is Colin Farrow, also known as Wingman. Camp director, oversight of really our programs has been my role all these years, and trying to make sure that we can always move forward and do what's right by the cancer community. But really the biggest thing is, as a team of 4, we all crisscross, we all help where we're needed. There's a lot of different things that we have to do to keep this ship rolling. And in order to do that, it takes the 4 of us, takes all of our volunteers. And so as we share our roles, know that there's a lot more of intertwine that goes through that on the day-to-day. But we're here to really try and support you however it's needed and support your loved ones that have faced a cancer diagnosis. So with that being said, Fuzzy, what do you enjoy most about working with Epic Experience?
What I enjoy most is actually being in front of people at camp and driving people. Like Mama Lou once said, when she was driving the kids to school, it was always fun to hear, the conversations in the background and just being quiet. And that's, to hear individuals talk in the car, share intimate details of their experience of cancer and whatnot, and how they're dealing with that. Is reassuring to know that our mission and what I'm doing and trying to raise money to continue our programs makes me, gives that warm feeling inside, that fuzzy warm feeling inside.
There you go. Burpee, what about you?
Well, what I enjoy most is, I come from a small business background for 10 years. If you didn't know, I worked in fitness. But there's a lot of overlap working for what was, a family-based nonprofit organization. But I like the freedom to, marketing and creativity, kind of the back end of kind of, the behind the scenes of the business. But then obviously, most importantly, being able to work with people to help them grow as individuals, grow as a community. So the combination of being able to, be independent and make decisions, but then also, come together and work together to progress.
And Mama Lou, your favorite part about what you created working for Epic Experience?
I love being with people. As we all know, the pandemic was hard on everybody. And the first time I got to go out to a hospital here in Colorado to share our mission, many people who know me well might think I'm a little crazy, but I was so excited to be there and to be with people and sharing our mission of what we do to offer hope and to hear from people. And we hear this all the time. I wish I would have known about this sooner. So being back out there, sharing what we do, being at camp, anytime I'm with people, that's what I love most.
And I would say for myself, just being creative in ways to try and support the community, doing things that might be a little bit different than the norm, is trying to figure out new solutions to try and support where we can with the community that we serve, through listening to them and listening to, what they need. My number one thing I always say is when I'm up at camp is teaching adults to play. So that's the most fun. This past year, we got back to some week-long camps. We did a bunch of regional programs, continued our work with Thrive VR, our exercise class, and our podcast. What was one of your favorite mission moments from this past year? Let's go to Burpee.
All right. Well, as you know, I'm pretty new as in the last couple of years, so I hadn't seen anything other than the virtual programs for the first year or so. And I was doing social media, and I'm seeing, the core values, and I'm putting it out there. I'm hearing it, but it wasn't until the gala last year that I really felt it and was really just able to be there and experience the people, their stories, survivors, caregivers, advocates, just everybody in a room. And it really just did feel like a family. And I was just honored to be a part of that. And so for me, just kind of that first experience, it's like, wow, like I hear about this magic that Epic Experience is, but to finally witness it for myself was just truly amazing.
Awesome. How about you, Mama Lou?
I would say campfire at camp this summer was incredible. I shared something yesterday. We had a camp for testicular cancer survivors, and it was pretty magical to see all men sitting there and shedding a few tears, laughing a lot, and realizing it's okay to talk about cancer. It doesn't make you weak by showing your emotions and letting people know it's hard, because it is hard. So that was in the past year. I have many memories over the years, but that one stands out from this summer.
Fuzzy?
If I relate it to the role that I have in business development, I think one of those is a phone call that I had with an individual, and just her opening up about the struggles of the pandemic and what that did with her family, especially her sister, and her willingness to open up her generosity to Epic Experience because of our mission and our ability to reach out to cancer survivors. And again, her wish that her loved one had known about this and had the opportunity to be a part of it.
And I would say that, for me, it was our new program, Thrive VR. I'll never forget, I put a headset on someone, and they took the headset off, and they just imagined the possibilities of what Thrive VR could do for somebody, and they had tears streaming down their face. And it kind of showed us as far as the leap we took to create that program and just saying, okay, let's go for it. the impact it can have, and just that encompassed so much about Epic experience to me was when, you don't know what folks are going through. You can't always see it. And I couldn't see it when the headset was on that person, what they were experiencing. But when they took that headset off, all of a sudden I felt the emotion. I felt the gratitude at what they had experienced. And that really relates to me when it comes to all of our programs. We can't always see it firsthand when someone's listening to a podcast, but we hope and we know that we're trying to do what's best with having the voice of the community guiding all the programs we do. So that was awesome for me from this past year. Looking forward to 2023. What are you most excited for? Mine is, I will continue to say Thrive VR. We have some really cool concepts coming up that I think, as far as new potential videos to create, that we've heard and learned from the community. So excited about that potential with the new content we are hoping to create here in 2023. But Mama Lou, for you, what would you say you were most excited for 2023?
Well, it always gets back to the people, right? It's reaching more people than we do now. We get phone calls quite a bit from people that are looking for support, and they don't always attend our camps or our regional days. They're maybe in the throes of their diagnosis. So just being able to know that we've helped somebody and getting in there, and a big part of that is Thrive VR. It's the podcast, it's the exercise class. And of course, getting back to camp. Our waiting list is long for that, but we're excited. First time in 3 years, we're going to have winter camps. So it seems like a long time ago. Our very first camp in 2013 was actually a winter camp. So it's going home.
Fuzzy?
What am I looking forward to? The same old thing, camp. and it sounds so trite, but again, there's seeing the people coming in sort of awestruck with the beauty of camp, and then the unfortunate goodbyes that we have to say at the end of the week, and the family atmosphere that has been created, that everyone has towards one another and towards Epic. It's a remarkable thing.
What about you, Chris?
Well, not to just piggyback off your answers, but it's winter camp, and it's exciting to hear how much passion you both still have for camps. And I've always lived my life believing that the first time you do anything is the most fun. And here I am. I've never been to a winter camp. So yes, I live in Los Angeles, and no, I don't have any winter gear yet. But I guess, Mom, if you're watching, I could use some boots and gloves and a beanie. But I'm ready for winter camp.
Yeah, your Southern California tank tops won't go very far up at 8,500 feet with 3 feet of snow.
3 feet, maybe more.
Maybe more. So I'm excited just for the potential of not just camp, but everything we've created. I love the fact that we've provided avenues outside of camp, because yes, everybody wants to be there. For those of you who are watching, they've been trying for years. We're trying our best. We have quite an extensive wait list that has been built over the years for a limited amount of spots. And so these regional programs are really something that's been awesome to be able to go and experience and travel these different spots and bring survivorship and a community to those where they're at. And so excited to continue to grow those. Most of all, you come out, you play, you meet other people, you connect. But those are so much fun. And then, always excited about Thrive VR and the potential there and everything we're doing. So, just appreciate all of you that having patience with us, but knowing we're here to support however we can. I always say if we're not, the right spot, we'll find you where you need to be. And so without second opinions or anything else, don't hesitate to reach out to Epic Experience. But lastly, we are here. It's Giving Tuesday. Any of you that are out there today that you have, a call yourself to want to give to nonprofits or give to organizations in your area or serving communities that are important to you, if Epic Experiences, falls into line with one of those organizations, we would appreciate your support. And I'm going to go around real quick and everybody kind of in their different realms, what we do for the organization, and ask, what can a gift do for Epic Experience? And so, Burpee, with everything you touch, what would a gift do for the programs and your passion within the organization?
Yeah, well, every bit of support we get, is meant for our programs for cancer survivors. So, any small donation, if that just means, one survivor being able to attend a regional event or a camp or a virtual program, that's one more person that's part of our community and our Epic Experience family. And that's what it's all about, is really just kind of continuing to grow that community. And so for me, seeing the online side of things, we have a Facebook group built for community. It's called Campfire Chats, and it's a platform for survivors and cancer advocates to get together and share their stories, and just kind of say whatever's on their mind with people that understand. So any donations that build that community and our online community is just such a positive.
Awesome. Fuzzy, how about for yourself? What can a gift do for Epic Experience?
As Chris mentioned, there's no gift that's too small, nor too large. And when we have our programs, regardless if they're online or our in-person camps, we try and distill everything down to costs and how much is a dozen eggs. We still have to pay for those, to feed all our our campers, or half a pound of chicken or whatnot. So we will certainly accept any and all donations through Giving Tuesday. But there's a lot of ways that people can give, through corporate donations. A lot of companies do a company match. And so I would encourage people to look at the Epic Experience webpage, because we do have an ability to look to see if your company matches there. And essentially that's free money to our organization that the corporation has already budgeted for, and a small amount of donation from you can be doubled. So again, thank you for that.
Awesome. Mama Lou, what about you? What could a Gifts Epic Experience, what does that look like in your eyes?
It's been amazing since we first started, years ago. It was actually somebody that worked with Fuzzy. She started making a monthly donation. She works for Dell, and Dell matches those monthly donations. And she has been doing that since 2013. So, her, started as $10, then she gives 20, but that becomes 40. So you can see by giving up a cup of coffee once a week, or twice a week, depending on the cost and what coffee you want. And now that number has grown. We have a lot of campers that give $5 a month. And that's incredible, because that becomes $60 for the year. We have others that, again, campers that have given for many, many years, $50. We have one camper that gives $150 a month and has done so for 3 years, because the impact we had on their lives, they want to see somebody else have a similar aha moment that they can live with cancer.
And lastly, for me, I think, just understanding that all the funds you can give, whether it is a stock donation, whether it is from a charitable giving fund, introducing us to a foundation you might know, the monthly giving of $5 and giving up that coffee once a month, being able to support things like Campfire Chats that Burpee mentioned. All of our programs and all the money raised this giving season goes towards these programs. Our money that we raise strictly goes towards the time we spend on the phone for an hour and a half with somebody that has nobody reach out to in their community, and they're just looking for a connection, and they call our 1-800 number, and we're there to listen and try and help them. And we direct them to one of our programs, our podcast, and all that takes money to set up when it comes to those programs. So anything you can give is great this giving season. If you want to do a fundraiser for us, please, $100, $200, and ask people to donate to this cause, because again, you want to support the cancer community. That's why we're here. So again, we're excited to see everybody in 2023. We're excited to grow our programs even more. But as a team, we just want to say thank you to everybody that's out there that supported us these 11 years that we've been around, and really just, understanding that together we can do more. and I think it's important. I have a quote that I love, and that is, we can move fast as an individual, but it can move stronger as a team. And so we ask you this giving season, be a team with us and help us grow Epic Experience even more. So again, thank you. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We look forward to, Christmas. We have a Zoom virtual program coming up on the 19th. We're going to be making gingerbread houses and having a little competition. So please sign up for that as well and join us to celebrate the Christmas season. But again, we appreciate all of you who support Epic Experience during this time. Burpee, Mama Lou, and Fuzzy, thank you very much. And we will see you all soon.
Thank you, Wingman.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.